This is Join the Crowd Radio.
See, when you go out there, baby, I want you to talk to the crowd. This Queens, New York native is one of the pioneers of what they call luxury rap, with close to 50 postings on jointhecrowd.com and featured on several volumes of the Join the Crowd audio series. I remember listening to his Hustle Hard freestyle back in 2011. Then I got the opportunity to listen to the Audacity of Hope mixtape with DJ Sus One, and I knew this was something special. He's the lead designer and owner of God Level Clothing, the homie Bagstheboss. What up,
Yo,
Bags?
what's good, bro? What's up?
I'm chilling, homie. It's been long overdue, man. It's been long overdue, man. I wanted to do this interview with you for a while now. So let's.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it, God, for real.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. The origin of your name. Where did the name Bagstheboss come from?
When I was running around like a young kid and shit, I used to make mixtapes, right?
Word.
So I give them to my friends, like, you know, this is mad long ago.
Right,
you know, these kids don't know about like no tapes and no shit like that. So I used to make tapes. I'll like record it off the radio or something like that, or I'll then when it got to CDs, I just download a bunch of stuff, put it on it. So I just started putting a money bag on my shit, and I started selling it. Then you know, they needed to give me a little bit of green.
Facts.
Move that with the, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
they just started calling me money bags. So then I wanted to start rapping. I started rapping and all that, and it was like, your name can't be money bags. There's an E money bags.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I changed it, and then one day my man just started calling me the boss because I'm like recording myself, I'm engineering stuff. I got people coming over to engineer stuff. I'm promoting my own stuff.
Bullshit.
So I just merged the two together. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Now you also got a little moniker too. I call it a nickname, Young Jesus Christ. Where did that develop from?
Huh?
Where did that develop from?
You know what's crazy? I was growing my beard out for like a little while, and I posted a picture on Instagram, and somebody was like, "Oh, you look like Jesus," right? So I just started running with that. I just thought it was like something funny, and then it just became something that, yeah, like, okay, I like this.
I could work with this.
Right, because it encompasses like church, because my family's big on church. I'm big on religion and stuff.
Absolutely.
And believing in God. And,
yeah, I get that. I remember like just hearing little hints of it throughout your music for the past 9-10 years.
You know, I like, that's where that came from, and I just kept it because it's like, all right, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, to incorporate that part of my life in it too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what do you feel like got you into rapping? Like, what was it that you said, you know what, I can do this?
Man, it's gonna sound crazy.
I'm listening. This is Join the Crowd Radio, man. This is what this is about.
The first record, because you know I'm Dominican, right?
Facts.
So in my household, it was nothing but Spanish music all day.
Absolutely.
All day, all night, every party. It wasn't no rap, no pop music. It was Spanish music all the time, right? So, when I was in school, I grew up in a black neighborhood. Like, it wasn't no Spanish kids really in my school. It was just, the majority was black families in that area.
Facts.
So my closest boy he used to listen to rap all the time. And he's like, yo, you gotta check this out. So I'm not really paying attention to it. Then one day I seen TLC Waterfalls come on, right?
Wow.
So I'm just looking because of the girls. Then I see Left Eye start rapping. I'm like, oh, this is hard. I'm like, what is this?
Right.
And then after that, it was a rap. Like, I just liked it. I thought it was super dope.
You know what's crazy about the video? That was the first time you ever saw a side boob in the video.
That's a fact.
Isn't that crazy? Like, that was a big thing.
Man, that was a big thing for me.
That was a big thing. From where we at now to back then.
Oh yeah, I mean, now they naked. You be naked on TV.
Facts.
And they cool with it. You know?
So what would you say would be like your musical inspirations?
I would say it would definitely be Big, because that's the first like real rap album I bought.
Wow.
Like, you know when you used to get, I don't know if y'all used to have this, but we used to have a thing where it'll come in the mail 15 CDs for like a penny or something
I remember
like
that. I remember that.
Yeah, so I did that. I didn't know they was gonna charge my parents for it.
Right.
But I did it, so I said, a penny? I got a penny? I got mad pennies, right?
Facts. It was the bait and switch.
Oh man, that was a scam. Yeah, they finessed the hell out of me. So I did that, and I just was choosing like whatever was under rap. Right?
Facts.
10 albums that was under rap. And Big just happened to be the first one I played, and man, my parents used to hate that album. Ready to Die?
Yeah. That was something different, man.
Dog, you talking about playing Ready to Die out speakers in the living room. And I'm a young kid, and you remember the skits on that. The skits on there was crazy. So my mom used to hear that and be like, what is it?
Like, what are you listening to?
This is good. She ended up liking it later on.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
So you would say Big is like your favorite artist?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, 100%.
So if you got Big at 1, what would be like your top 5? Like, name me 4 more.
It would have to be Big J, C, Ross.
Facts.
And Drake at 5.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The fact that you say all that and just looking at your body of work over the years and just the way you carry yourself through music, I can see the inspirations in like all of those. Like, I can see you on songs with every single last one of those artists if that opportunity came. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the way you carry yourself. You see what I'm saying? Just your presentation, as far as just like your fashion sense, your jewelry, the cars, the vacation spots. Like, you got it.
I just think those guys embody like rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bunch of other stuff that comes with it, but they embody that, like what I know at the culture to be. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For sure.
So in the process of you recording songs, right? What was that one song that you knew, like, yo, I got it? Like, can you remember that song or that time or that verse?
It was a song a while ago I did with my man Precise, right? And it was like, I forgot, I don't even know who made
Precise from New York, right?
Huh?
He from New York, right?
Yeah. He from
I
Queens
think we
too.
used to do some promo on him like years back.
Yeah,
and I probably think through you.
We was like all the time together rapping and stuff like that.
Right.
So, me and him did a record, and we just thought it was so dope. It was like, Who You Know Fresher, right? That's the time where everybody was using a Jay-Z bar as the hook. Like T.I. had one, right? So I had one, and we did it, and we just put it out. At that time, I think it was MySpace was the only way to get your record out. Mm-hmm. So DJs, like, I started sending it to DJs, and they'll start playing it. So then one DJ really started messing with it, right? DJ Fat Fingers, he started like playing it everywhere. And that's when I was like, yo, this could really be something. Like, we'll go to the clubs and they'll just be going, or we'll go to another club and spend some money and the DJ will play it, or they'll see me. But at that time, I had shirts that said, bitch, I'm a star. So
I remember that movement.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So anytime I went to the club, I'll have that shirt on. And they'll remember, if they ain't know me, I just introduce myself, what's up, blah, blah. And then the next time, they'll know me.
That's crazy, man. And that's so genius for you to do that, because that's early on marketing in your career. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
People don't get to that point till later on. You already on it. You are already a walking billboard for what you put out. That's genius, man.
When you don't have like the staff for it, you're gonna figure out a way to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I never had I didn't grow up around anybody that did real music, that did promotions or marketing or anything like that. I didn't go to school with people that were interested in that. So I had to figure stuff out on my own, you know?
That's just a natural hustler's instinct. I'm gonna figure it out somehow.
For sure.
So I remember those times you would, it would be a hot song coming out, and next thing you know, there would be what they call the B mixes. What made you start doing the B mixes?
Man, that's I changed it to the B. I used to just remix everything, like whatever I could get my hands on. Because I'm always like, I always want to like rap. I always want to rap. So if
any
something
opportunity,
comes out,
I said any opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. So something will come out, it'll be hard. I'm putting a verse on it immediately. So I'll do that before sometimes the record even come out. Like you'll find it online, on like LimeWire or something like that. I'll get it. All right, I'm putting a verse on this.
Yeah,
I'll take whoever on there off, put my verse on it, and then upload it like it's mine.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you had to do that because back then it was a hot song. Like this is the hot song for right now. These are the hot songs. Now every song is like getting plays. There's no hot song.
There's no hot song. The crazy thing about it, I love the way you did it because it's almost as lit as if you were featured on a song. You see what I'm saying? You just didn't remix it. You see what I'm saying? Like it almost like they reached out to you and got a verse.
Right.
So the way that you did it opposed to ways that other people was doing it was genius, man.
Dog, I used to finesse a lot of shit with that. I used to finesse a lot. There was a guy from overseas, and he put out a record called Like a Star during that whole thing when I was moving around like that.
Right.
And I took off, I forgot who was the rapper that was on there. I think Mims was on there or something. I took him off and put myself on there, and that shit was going. Like
I remember that. I remember that.
Considering like making me the official artist on the remix. They was playing it on like radio here and there. They was playing it in the clubs in Queens. Like it was like a real record. You know what I'm saying?
I can guarantee you that song is in our archives on jointhecrowd.com. I guarantee it's up there.
100%. It's definitely on it. Cause y'all been holding me down a lot, dog.
Absolutely,
y'all
man. It's only right.
Crazy.
It's only right, man.
That for sure.
No doubt. Now, do you remember that first video shoot? What was that first video shoot like, and what was the song?
Oh man, it was for that same record with my man, and we shot it in like a big white, like with the big white wall.
Okay.
And we just had like, we ain't know we could pay video girls. Like we thought, all right, just invite your homegirls, invite a bunch of dudes, have a bunch of liquor. Man, that shit was a mess, dog. It was a mess. It was a mess. Like it's still somewhere on the internet right now. It was a mess. Everybody was smack drunk. The video guy was drunk. He didn't know really how to shoot videos, like music videos. It just looked crazy. It looked crazy. Then I spent more money on the actual after party than the actual video. Wow. So you can see where my head was at trying to party and shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Crazy. So what was the first full body project that you put out? Because I remember you put out the Audacity of Hope mixtape, but was it anything before that or after that or something that I might have missed?
I did a mixtape with Superstar J.
Okay.
And it was, I can't remember. It was I can't remember the name of it right now.
No worries.
But it was a mixtape with Superstar J, and it was like my first real project. Like it was cool, but after that I quickly learned how much money you gotta put into something for it to move, or for people to take notice. And you know, at that time it was CDs, so I used to always print up a bunch of CDs and just hand them out in the street. I ain't even charge. I ain't want no money. I just wanted to get the promotion from it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was like my first real project, and then after that, I just got used to it.
Yeah, you was just dropping them.
Yeah, for sure. Now I just feel like I'm in a zone where I just put, like, I got 3 projects right now done waiting for me to put them out. And it's just because I'm always working. So now I'm at the point where I could just do it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not hard no more.
Absolutely. There was a 2016 to 2019 run that you had, that you was putting out projects. I think it's a total of 7. I think 2016 you put out the first volume of Young Jesus Christ. What was that? What was that process like?
That was like a culmination of just a lot of years of trying to put something together that I was proud of, like really proud of, you know, not just something that people are like, yo, this is hard, just like your own niggas is bigging you up. Right. So that was like my first real, like, okay, I'm gonna go to a real studio. Everything before, it was pretty much me mixing it and engineering and everything. Of course. So that was like, I worked with my man Blue, Mixed by Blue. He's like a super dope engineer. And he mixed that whole project, mastered it. Dope. I just started taking my time with that and being more serious with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put a project together when you're younger and it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, you just put it together for fun because you just want to rap. But now it's like, all right, how am I going to push this? What videos am I going to shoot? What features do I need on this project? You know, I think Gunplay is on there, and
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, that was dope. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, he's ready. He's moving.
That was dope for me because Gunplay is like one of my favorite rappers. The reason why I ain't put him on the top 5 is because he don't really got no projects.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely one of my top rappers for sure.
So let's go into 2018. How you say it? Your season 1?
Yeah.
Season 1. What was that project? That was like an EP, right? What was that about?
Yeah, that was just something. I had 2 dope records. My man, he's also my DJ, DJ Omanai. He DJs for like A Boogie and goes on tour with him. That's his tour DJ. And he sent me a record a producer made that he knows. Okay. So which was Worth It. Before, I had worked with that producer beforehand, and you know, same process. Omanaya sent me the beat, work on this. So we shot a video. We did that. I flew him to Miami. We shot the video in Miami. Came back. It was like a dope record. People still love that record. Then we was like, yo, let's do another one. While we was out there, we was like, all right, let's do another one. So we did another one. I had that, and I had a record with Manolo Rose on it. Okay. And I didn't know what project to put these songs on because they didn't match nothing that I had already. Makes sense. That's what made me put that together. And I'm like, oh, I could just drop little, you know what I mean? Little EPs here and there until I get a full project together, until I'm ready for the full project.
Now, that same year, you put out I'm Good, Love, and Joy. Yeah. What made you put that one out?
That was under a different name, but then when Future came out with that whole shit, I just switched it up. But
dope. What was the original name? What was the original name?
Damn, what was the original name? Oh, Sweet 602. Okay. Because I did that whole project in Blue, my man Blue Studio over here. And that's the room number 602. Dope. So it's just supposed to be like a bunch of love songs that I had sitting together. And I'm like, damn, this would be dope if I just put something together. And so I just wanted to start. At that point, I was like, all right, I got to keep putting work out no matter what. No matter if it hits like I want it to hit or it don't, I got to keep putting work out. So that time was when I was like, all right, I'm putting everything out. Whatever I get, I'm putting it out.
But that's what I'm saying about the way you market yourself and your marketing brain. It was originally called that, but then you switched it because of the time and the climate of something happening with Future. What made you do that? Yeah. It was so everywhere. Like, when he sent that text message, I'm good, love, and joy, I was like, all right, this is about to go crazy. I was on Twitter crazy. I was like, oh, this is about to go crazy. This is about to be the whole project. So I saw people putting it on shirts and everything. I'm like, oh, nah, I got to get on this right now. Absolutely. So I just I don't think the project was even ready, and I just put it out. And I was like, all right, whatever. You see what happens. Now, last year, 2019, I think you put out 3 projects. Yeah. So you put the follow-up to Young Jesus.
and a bunch of records.
Definitely. But you put out the follow-up to Young Jesus Christ. You put out part 2, right?
Yeah.
Now
that one, my fault. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, talk about that one.
No, I was gonna say that didn't that one didn't have any like, it had like maybe one feature, because at that point I'm like, I don't want to do features anymore. Like, I want the attention to be on me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I seen dudes do features, and then the attention won't be on them. They'll just they're giving the shine to somebody else pretty much. So everybody plays their record. Whenever Drake get on the record, you fast forward into that verse.
Yeah, it becomes Drake's record. Right.
So it's like, all right, I don't want that. Like, everybody's like, oh, yo, the gunplay. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm on that record too, dog.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's right. Okay, it's not featuring Bags. It's featuring gunplay.
Right. So that's cool to get features for records and all that, but I just noticed that it's more important when you can put a project together yourself. You don't have to wait. It's not a lot of back and forth. Everything just goes way smoother.
Absolutely. Now, you put out your season 2 as well, right?
Yeah. That's another thing. I had like 3 records sitting there. I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do with this? Okay, let's put it out.
See, I like how you just was dropping, man. Just dropping EPs, dropping records. Sure. And then we had what? I think it was called the On God EP.
Yeah, that was another one. It was the same. I had 5 like songs sitting together, and I'm like, all right, they sound good. Like, I just like to put out work. Like, I would like putting out work. I'm not one of these dudes that needs 1,000 hours on one record to keep mixing it. No, I gotta change one word. No. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If it's not, then it's not. And I just keep putting out work.
Like, I'm a person off instinct. I never do anything off emotions. Everything is an instinct.
Right.
How I feel at that moment. If it don't feel right, I'm not going to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the moment has to feel right. So in 2019, you putting those projects out back to back like that, I can tell it was just an instinct. It was a moment that you were having to have them out back to back to back. Because you could have just put them all together as one and made one project. But you didn't do that. And for me, I feel like that was a calculated step on your behalf to do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people's attention span's not what it used to be.
Right.
So, these artists will put out an album and they'll have like 20 records on it. I don't think nobody's getting through them 20 records. I know I'm not. I never get through the 20 records. Right. I'm getting through the first 10. Maybe I listen to the rest.
I would say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I give you a strong 7.
A
strong 7. Anything after 7 is just like, because you got to think about it. Just imagine, right, when you getting in your car, right, and you putting on the album. By the time you get to your destination, you cutting it off. You probably 1 to 2, 3 songs in. When you get back in the car, on your way back to wherever you going, you following up to the next 2 or 3, 4 songs. So your max is 7. You never really get past 7. And I noticed this everywhere I drive. Whenever I'm going somewhere, it always max out to 7. 3 songs there, and maybe 3, 4 songs on the way back. And I noticed that. So it's like, if you can catch a person within those 7, then you got it.
You might as well. And even when you put out those long projects, the songs start to sound the same.
Yeah, it becomes redundant.
When I start listening to beats, if I'm listening to too much from the same producer, it starts to all sound the same, and then I gotta stop anyway. So it's like, I just put it out in little doses. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna give the Fiend the whole brick. You're gonna give him you're gonna give him a little piece. Here you go. And then until keep them coming.
And that's why I like that project that Pusha T put out, the Daytona project. You see what I'm saying? And it had less amount of songs, but it was straight to the point. And it was one of those projects that you can listen on your back and forth in the car. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
And like somebody like Pusha T, I can see like y'all two on a song together.
Man, I
just
wish.
Because that level of luxury rap, like that talk, that swag, I think that'd be a dope feature, man.
Super dope. That'd be super dope. I'm with that.
So in 2020, you put out Gangsters Don't Die.
They get chubby and move to Miami. Yo, I love
The
Miami.
title was dope just because of where it comes from. I'm gonna let you get into that. But what was even doper was the cover.
Oh, okay.
Explain that cover, man. Explain that
I
cover.
don't know, man. I'm a little retarded. So sometimes I have these little retarded ideas.
Man, it works.
And they end up just going, and I'm like, just do it. See
It
what
works.
happens. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You don't like it. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's on you. But it was dope. I actually wasn't in Miami for that shoot. I was in DR, and I went to the beach, and I was tight as hell, and I had a green. The beach was full. I had to wait till people got out the chairs. Right. They ran out of chairs. They ran out of towels. I was fuming. Like, yo, I paid to get in here. This wasn't a free resort. This was like, I paid y'all for this.
Exactly.
And y'all don't got enough towels or nothing. So I was
crazy,
hot, man. And it's like 90 degrees.
Facts.
This is a bunch of people wilding. This is like right before Corona. This was like in February.
Yeah, definitely.
So I took, I just got there and I was like, all right, let me get these pictures taken. When I finally got a chair, I snatched it. It started raining, right? So everybody ran. I said, oh no, I'm taking the chair now. I'm going to wait till the rain is over. It cleared up in like 2 minutes and I had a chair. So I was good. So it worked out.
It worked out perfect. Because the shot was just ill, man. You see what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I feel like if you would have got it earlier when you really wanted it, visually it wouldn't have had that same effect.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. It
wouldn't have had it.
It was too many people around. It was too many people around.
And not only that, just the aesthetics of the background, the pose you were in, the color of the ski mask, like everything just, for me, because I'm a visual person and I'm a creative person, for me it worked. You feel what I'm saying?
Man. Thank you. I appreciate that. The ski mask is just like it's to symbolize the gangster element. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no other way I could really show that other than having a ski mask on. And I'm like, instead of using a black ski mask, let me use something that's gonna stand out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the neon green was
the aesthetics
a good color.
worked.
It stood out. I had the sneakers for it, so I'm like, let me go with this.
Yeah, the Balenciagas, right?
Yeah. So I could just do that and take extra promo pictures elsewhere, and it'll be all good. Absolutely. I was supposed to shoot a video, and then everything got shut down.
Facts.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to title that? Let's get into that. I know why, but for the people that's watching this interview.
You know that. That came from Jadakiss on Reservoir Dogs.
Absolutely.
And,
classic.
I just go to Miami so much. Like I was going every 2-3 months all the time to like either shoot a video or just kick it. I just like the vibe out there. It's a different vibe. It gives me stuff to write about. It's just more freeing out there. I feel like
I gotta come on one of them next trips, man. When it's all said and done, I'm out there.
Dog.
I'm out there
for sure. It's like it's just a different vibe. Like, you know, in New York, everything is fast, hustle. In Miami, it's hustle too, but slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I like it out there.
Instead of moving 10 of them things, just move 3. Go get a few drinks.
Yeah.
Pull a Lambo out.
Yeah. It's cool, man. It's a different vibe. So I don't know. It just popped in my head one day, and I was just like, I think I was writing something, and it just popped up in my head.
Awesome.
And I was writing it on the verse, and I'm like, nah, hold on. This would probably be better as a name of the project. And I just went with it.
Yeah. That's the creative spirit. You see what I'm saying? Like, and anybody can put out a song and talk about this, that, this, girls, drugs. It's just your presentation is what matters the most. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Just over the years, I just watch your elevation in your presentation, and I'm like, man, he one record, one project away, man.
Man, I'm waiting on it. I don't know. My man told me I got the record now, so I don't know.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, we gonna see.
So I noticed you got some gear in the back. You started the clothing line, God Level.
Yeah. I had during the riots, there was this picture floating around of like an NYPD van on fire.
Okay.
And I just thought it symbolized a lot. So I hit up this company and I sent them the picture. They put it on the shirt. That's what I wanted. But I'm like, okay, this could go, because this is a dope shirt. But how am I gonna sell it if I'm already paying $30 to get it?
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So the price point would have to be $50 plus shipping.
Absolutely.
$40 plus shipping. Who's paying that kind of money for a shirt from somebody they don't know or from a brand they don't know?
Right.
So I ended up buying all the equipment I needed. One day
straight hustler.
I'm a little retarded. One day I was just like, oh well, this money gonna have to go today. And I just boop, 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 boop. Amazon just got it that day. And I bought the equipment I needed. I started buying shirts and I just started putting stuff together that I already had in my head for years.
Dope.
So
just sitting, just brewing.
Right. So I just had it in my head, but it's like, all right, I'm gonna spend this, like, it would take me so much to make at $30 a pop, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy to get a bunch of shirts done in every size and get them out. So I'd rather do it myself. Plus, I like doing stuff myself because I could see the quality. I could direct it better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
How many pieces do you have so far? Yeah.
I think I got maybe like 6 or 7 on the website.
Okay.
And they've been selling okay.
What's the website?
Godlevel.com. God LVL.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So same thing. It incorporates my side of religion, and you know, also with the fact that we gods, like we could be gods. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You hold yourself to that standard, you might start living different. You might start acting different. You're not paying attention to every little thing that come across your feed or any little beef you got. You probably brush it off.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a higher standard of living.
Yeah, you're supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to feel godly. You're supposed to feel like a king. You're supposed to feel like you're here for a reason. You see what I'm saying? When you got that type of mentality, everything around you that bothers others don't bother you as much. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you look at stuff different. You focus on your goals more. You know, that's why I put it together. And, you know, maybe I'll just wear it. Like, I can just wear it. If it don't go, that's what I told myself. I'm like, if nobody buy it, then I'll just wear it. I think it's dope.
I think it's dope. And I feel as though if you do wear it, you're like a walking billboard for your project, for your product.
Right.
So people are going to see it. And if you already a fly dude or a dude that know how to dress, because I can grab something simple, something from H&M, something from Macy's, something from here, and put it together. And people be like, yo, that look thorough. And for you, it's just, I do this anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you never know, you're going to see it like, yo, that shirt fire. Where you get that from? Oh, this is my joint. Bang, there you go. You feel what I'm saying? And then it just spirals from there.
For sure. And you know, in this climate, it's like, you also see, like, the line at the Dior store is crazy.
Ridiculous.
The line at the Louis Vuitton store is crazy, right?
Ridiculous.
You giving these people $1,200. You don't know what they doing with your money. You don't know who they funding. You don't know what their political views are. You don't know what their thought process is. You don't know if they care about you or not. And a lot of times they show us that they don't care about us.
Absolutely.
So it's like, am I gonna support this? Like, yeah, I got Gucci, I got Burberry, I got all that stuff in my closet. But also, I'm like, all right, let me make my own stuff and wear my own stuff. Let me wear something I know. That's what people, whoever buys from me, they know what they getting. You know what I'm saying? They know they getting somebody that's invested in them and invested in the culture. It's not just, all right, let me sell to y'all because I know y'all gonna buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely. Yeah. That's what made me launch Join the Crowd Gear in 2012, because it's like, if I'm always out and about and people knowing me for being the guy behind Join the Crowd, I can be a walking billboard for myself.
For sure.
Put the t-shirts up, put the logo on there, put the designs on there, and whenever I'm out at events or if I'm going somewhere, I'm just gonna wear it. So even if a person don't buy it or they don't say anything about it, visually it's been in their face. So the
For
logos
sure.
they've seen, the name they're seeing, and it just carries on itself.
And if
like,
they see it again, they gonna be like, "Oh, yo, you from?"
Facts. It's like I literally don't even need social media to promote my website because it already has its own traffic. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Right. For sure. Because
So,
I remember whenever my videos got posted on there, I got some good traffic. Records got posted, I got good traffic.
absolutely. I'm talking about all over
time.
the world. So I look at it like that. You see what I'm saying? Constantly putting it out there. Consistency alone is success, man.
Yeah, that's all that is. It's just keeping it in the eyes of people, and a lot of people gonna start t-shirt brands. They're gonna start,
of course,
doing whatever. They're gonna start decorating bottles. But it's the people that keep going and keep it consistent and actually care about the product that are gonna win in the end, regardless.
And just your creativity level too, because you're a person that already stands out. So your personality is going to go and coincide with your clothing, your ideas, the logos you're going to use, the templates you're going to use, the fonts you're going to use. It's going to be all a reflection of you, opposed to just trying to copy. Because I see a lot of streetwear brands copy other streetwear brands and they fail because they trying to ride the wave of something else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as you got your own style, you should have no problem. You'll be fine. But when you start like trying to copy everybody else that's doing their stuff, it's like I don't care about copying those people because I'm not trying to go for that look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not just gonna do a bunch of stuff just because it looks dope. Because I think my ideas might be doper than theirs. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just do what I do, and if it works, it works. If it don't work, I'll wear it.
Absolutely. So I got some fun facts, a little research. Is it true that you never seen The Godfather?
Yeah. I never seen The Godfather. That's crazy. I never seen that joint.
Why is it?
I don't know. I like funny movies. I never really been into like too many. Like while everybody was like, yo, how you talk about this and then you ain't watched Scarface until last year. I'm like, I ain't need Scarface for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they would definitely probably get on your case for that though, because you Dominican and the whole Cuban thing and the whole Latino thing, so they would probably definitely get on you for that.
I never really got into that stuff until like later on, and I started watching those movies. But The Godfather, I just never got on that. I don't know why. It just never happened. Like
I remember getting through the first one, but I never really carried it on.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing that I've never seen that nobody believes me. I never saw an episode of The Wire.
That's crazy.
But listen,
that's nuts.
Purposely though.
Yeah.
This may sound crazy, but I never wanted to look at Baltimore like that because I had a homie, Trader, that was from Baltimore. He used to live in Lafayette Projects. And I used to hear actual stories about what was going on.
The real stories, right.
He had the scars on his face. He had the gunshot wounds, the break. Like, he was really living it. So when people was talking about The Wire, I'm like, my homie Trader is really from there.
Yeah, like,
you see what I'm saying?
Watch that.
So I wasn't really like taken by it. Like, I feel like years later, I'll probably watch it. You see what I'm saying? Like when I catch the flu or something and I ain't got nothing else to do, I'll probably binge watch
God
it.
Forbid.
Yeah, but I never really, I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know?
It just missed me. Like all the time, dudes are talking about movies. Yo, you see it? I don't know.
Once people put the hype on something, it turns me off.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want to watch it from their perspective. You feel what I'm saying?
Even albums, I'll wait like a little week to listen to a new album that just dropped, because everybody's posting the quotes that this album is horrible or this album is dope. Like I just wait when everything dies down and I listen to it, so I could listen to it without an idea already. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's a good segue. So who are you listening to right now?
Right now, man, that Big Sean album is crazy. I love that Big Sean album.
The beats on there are ridiculous. The production?
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
That boy is having a year. He having a wild year.
He did his thing with Nas. That Nas project, too.
Yeah, he did the Nas album. That's dope too. The Nas album is dope. I ain't even get through the whole album yet. Like, I'm still on the first 5. Because I just keep starting it back over. I'm like, damn, this is hard.
Definitely.
Right now, I'm really listening to Big Sean, Nipsey, and Ross.
Of course.
Those are like the 3 people I'm constantly listening to.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I put in Drake if he drops something new or some of his old stuff, but definitely Ross, definitely Nipsey. Oh, and Stack Bundles for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
One project I stumbled on. He from New York, boy, Saigon.
Oh yeah.
He just put out the 777 Resurrection
recently.
It's all right. It's 7 songs straight to the point. It's all right. It's a concept album. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but he always been dope. Been dope.
He's always been like lyrical. He always been hip hop. So yeah.
For sure. He definitely been dope.
So when do you feel like you're gonna drop your next project?
Probably this month.
Okay.
I'll probably drop an EP this month. See, my idea was to go October, December, February.
Dope.
But so like one, you know, every other month or something
every
like
other
that.
month.
But I don't know, cause this Corona shit make it hard to move around. It's make it hard
goofy,
to figure
man.
out which records might work. You can't really gauge it because nobody's
definitely
in the club, nobody's partying. There's nowhere.
Then the content too, like are people really gonna be into the content?
So I still might go that route and just drop one every other month until I run out of projects to drop.
That's
just
dope.
keep dropping.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So I appreciate this interview, man.
Yo, man, thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate it for sure. Like, I've been waiting on this. You know, I've been waiting on this.
Absolutely.
I seen the other joint you did. I was like, oh, nah, come on.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm gonna really watch when I edit it. Don't really show my ass with this one though. I got some ideas. I got a whole list of ideas that I'm gonna do with this one, man.
I appreciate that. I know it's gonna be dope because all your stuff is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you present it is dope. So I already know how you gonna give it up, man.
Absolutely. So let the people know all your social media, how they can get in contact with you.
At Bagstheboss on everything spelled correctly. At God Level, GODLVL. Godlevel.com, God Level Shopping on Instagram. And that's it.
Definitely.
Bagstheboss on everything else.
I gotta look on that website, man. I gotta grab something off of there, man.
For sure, man. Let me know. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Let me know if you like anything on there. I got you.
Absolutely. This is your boy MotzyMadeIt of MotzyMadeIt.com, jointhecrowd.com. Interviewed the one and only Bagstheboss, aka Young Jesus Christ. Everybody make sure you follow him on all social media. Get your hands on some of that God level clothing. Until our next interview, talk to you soon. Appreciate you, Bags.
My brother. Back.
Peace. See, when you go out there, baby, I want you to talk to the crowd.
JoinTheCrowd.com